our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Morning, everybody. This is DeEtte here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network, bringing to you every week a little bit of awareness, just to brighten our lives, kind of help give us some directions for us that I feel very stuck in a lot of aspects of life, and just moving forward, just being able to move forward. There we go. I am looking for places to share this at. Not sure where it's at. Apparently, it has not started anywhere, and that's okay. With that being said, guys, how is everybody here today? Good morning, Tim. You found me on YouTube. I love that. Just trying. It says I am live there. This is so strange. For the last 2 weeks. It says I'm live someplace and I cannot find it for the life of me. And that's okay. Apparently it's supposed to be that way. So every week, guys, we do come through with starting our show. So strange. Starting our show with a little bit of Neil Donald Walsh. Why? Because he inspires the heck out of me. He really does. He inspires me. I find myself every week kind of following the rules and regulations of Neil, Spirit, God, wherever you want to put it, wherever you really want to put it. And my life seems to kind of go, like a week ahead. So I never look at this book to see where I'm at, what I'm doing, how is it happening. I wait until today and I read it, and in my brain, so many things that have happened throughout the week literally relate to what I'm talking about today. And that's how this works, guys. It's just how it works. Excuse me. Good morning, Keith. So happy Easter, everybody. Oh my gosh, guys, before I go on, I just want to say, may the Pope rest in peace. I'm not Catholic, but he's still a very large religious, spiritual icon for so many. And may he rest in peace because he did pass away at 7:35 Britain time. That's about 1:35 Central Standard Time, just after Easter was completed, or at least the day of Easter was. And I feel for the Catholic Church because they have quite a task ahead of them, not only putting this Pope to rest, but then looking to the future to who's going to be the next leader within the church, within the community. And that's not something they take lightly. So may the current Pope rest in peace, the deceased, and bring on the new. So, gosh, it always sounds so bad. When I say it. So, but it's honestly, it's how I believe, guys. It really is just how I believe. It's how I kind of go forward with life. This is so weird. It says that I'm there, but I'm not there. So I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully soon, the new Facebook site that I do have, I'll be able to go live on that. Have a great Monday, Keith. And I will save myself the troubles of what I'm going through. So, lots to read today. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Tons to read today. And just tons and tons today. I keep getting things in my head like, go here, go there. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, okay, I will I love when spirit communicates. And then I listen and I go, really, what am I doing? Okay, so that's what we're doing. So it just said to share it from this. Okay, got it. What? Great job, buddy.
On the pink thing.
On the purple thing? Great job, bud. Great job. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I think we just finally got it. I think we got it. I don't know. I think we got it. I needed to tag some people, and Spirit said, this is how you're going to find it. So I went to the YouTube channel, shared it onto my current Facebook account. Brilliant. Spirit's brilliant. It really is. So let's get the chair ready. Oh, by the way, guys, we are doing the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell today. And these are the really cool boxes. There's a whole way to reading these cards. This is a Hay House publication. So as you guys heard, I do have the grandkids home today. Oh, it's exciting. I love it. I will tell you what. I love it. I look forward to their days off. I look forward to their days off where I can go, oh my gosh, what amazing adventures do we get to do? So Adeline did say she wanted to come in for the card pull later, but she's literally going to come and do it the old-fashioned way. She's going to say, hi, how you doing? She's going to pick 5 cards. We're going to lay them down. She's going to walk away, and I'm going to read them individually. Kind of like a real tarot reading. Can you believe it? So let's down those glasses. And what are we looking at? It says, it's time to make friends with your mind again. It's time to make friends with your mind again. Adeline, I'm on the radio, darling. It says you are a 3-part being. Most people only experience themselves as a body. The mind is forgotten after age 30. It is not nourished, not explained, or not expanded. Let's kind of step back. Sorry. It says you are a 3-part being, and most people only experience themselves as a body. The mind is forgotten after age 30. It is not nourished, not expanded. Most people only do the minimum output required. So the mind is not fed, not awakened. It is lulled, dulled. So most people live life on a body level. Feed the body, clothe the body, give the body stuff. The truth is most people don't want to have to think for themselves. Make it easy for me. Tell me what to do. What are the rules? Where are my boundaries? Tell me. Somebody just tell me. Then when things go wrong or turn sour, they get disgusted, disillusioned because they followed all the rules. They did all as they were told. And then they asked, why did it fall apart? What went wrong? Well, it fell apart that moment you abandoned your mind, the greatest creative tool you ever had. It's time to make friends with your mind again. Be a companion to it. Be nourished. Be a nourisher of it. Some of you, a small minority, have understood that you have a body and a mind and have treated your mind well, but few have learned to use the mind at more than 1/10 its capacity. If you knew what your mind is capable of, you would never cease to partake in its wonders and its powers. And if you think the number of you who balanced your life between your body and your mind is small, the number who see yourselves as 3-part beings, the body, the mind, and the spirit, is minuscule. So let's read that again. It says, if you think the number of you who balance your life between your body and your mind is small, and the number who see yourselves as 3-part beings, the body, mind, and spirit, is minuscule. When you live as a single-faceted creature, you become deeply immersed as matters of the body, physical stimulations, and satisfactions. When you live as a dual-faceted creature, you broaden your concerns to include matters of the mind, companionship, creativity, stimulations of new thoughts, new ideas, creation of new goals, new challenges, personal growth. You are an amazing 3-part being. You are more than your body and so much more than just a body with a mind. That's a mouthful, but not really. Why? Because we've talked about this. We've talked about this repeatedly. And I will tell you what, I'm reading this And so many aspects of my life over the last months, not even years, months, are coming to understanding as to what is being said in here. Okay. Because we tend to sit as our body as just us. We get up, we go to work, we do so little, we fill our days with tons of stuff because we get up, we get ready, we have our breakfast if we're lucky. If not, we're eating on the road or we're eating later and calling it fasting. We go to work all day long. We come home, we do our errands, we cook our dinner, we do our home chores, and we go to bed again. And we watch so much on Facebook, YouTube, commercials, all about the trends for the body. Fasting is great for the body. Eating this is great for the body. Doing that is great for the body. This machine, that machine. We're always in this aspect of what we're doing for the body. Well, hooray. Great job. You know what? Because even in that aspect, 99.9% of us are failing ultimately. And I know I'm going to have people going, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, I get it. I'm going to have the naysayers. I'm going to have it all. But the reason why we're failing is because we're not listening to our body. We're not listening to what this body needs. And that doesn't mean that I can go to a commercial or a YouTube or a infomercial and find what's right for my body. All they're doing is what's right for their body and what they are trying to sell a product on or information on. So again, we're failing. Why? Because none of those are saying, hey, go to you, go here, find it on you, and then literally go to that point. Where are we sitting at? What are you doing? Because quite honestly, if you sat with yourself and you thought to yourself, hear me out. I know you're going to tell me it's not what we're talking about today, but it is. If you sat there with yourself every day and throughout the day, and then closed your eyes and opened your mind for just a moment, and you went, what does my body need? What does this need? What does this need? You would hear not just what the physical body needed, not just this. You would also hear potentially your soul needed, your mind needed. You would hear it all. But we don't. We follow the rules that everybody else gives us. And we forget, literally, even when it says we nourish the body, we're not. Because we're always following somebody else's rules. We're never going to self to figure out what it is we need to go forward. And I have been guilty of this for so long. So long I've been guilty of this. And I have found over the last months that I've been going to my mind, going to my growth, going to my soul, and saying, what is it do I need? What do I need? What does my mind need? What does my soul need? What does my body need? And I will tell you what, this struggle has been very real because I have put it, up until the last few weeks, when things started to click, I was putting all of that in the body aspect, thinking I was addressing all three. So what was I saying? What do I need? What was the answer? Oh, I need more money to make all of this happen so that I can take care of this. Got that one wrong. I need more time so I can take all this. Got that one wrong. I need to figure out all these issues, these problems, and have solutions. And I got that one wrong. Got it all wrong. And I know it sounds really good to say I'm walking in and you know what? I'm asking the right questions. Well, yeah, more money, you can do this, that, and the other. Yeah, you can. And if you have this, that, or the other, you can do all this, that, and the other. Yeah, it all sounds good on paper. But none of it's going to bring you what you need for your growth to kind of go into the next step of life. And a dear friend of mine went, what you're searching for is peace. And I don't think he used those words exactly, but it's kind of how my brain heard it. And I went, whoa, step back a moment. What does that mean? What does that look like? So when I look at the word peace, okay, when I look at the word peace and I go, let's follow that. Let's go a little deeper into that. If I had more money, it'd give me a peace of mind because I wouldn't have to worry about the bills and I wouldn't have to worry about clothes on my back. I wouldn't have to worry about a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking at peace there. And if I have peace in other aspects, there's a lot of other things I don't have to worry about. Like the constant mind chatter, the struggles of the future. So many things are literally categories in that word of peace. So they help me to take it a little bit further. Okay, so let's take the word peace and let's build upon that. Because I took peace and went, okay, yes, peace in the financial aspect completely makes sense. Let's walk away from that one. And that's literally what I went to. I said, okay, that's what I'm searching for. I'm going to put out there, I need peace. I need peace in the aspect of the body. I don't want to have to worry about money anymore. I don't have to worry about how I'm going to feed this thing anymore. I don't want to worry about how to clothe it anymore. I don't want to worry about how to put a roof over its head anymore. I don't want to worry about all that. I need peace of body. And I will tell you what, I started to see little miracles, or what people would say miracles, happening around me. And it's pretty cool because when I put the peace of mind, of body in there, and I literally put out to the universe, I just want peace within this, and I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to put any more on that. I don't want to, but I put so much time and effort on the body aspect of my life. Just want peace. And that was beautiful because, again, I started seeing different things happening. Things I didn't have to worry about. Things I don't have to go and tend to anymore because they're naturally being tended to. So then I went, okay, I want peace of mind. Peace of mind. And I had to stop and go, what does that look like? What does peace of mind look like to me? It meant that I wanted things to come to me for me to feed the mind on. Give me things that go light bulbs clicking in my brain. And I will tell you, one of the things that came to me a couple of weeks, about a week and a half ago, and it literally blew my mind away because I started to put that out. I want peace of mind. What does that look like? And I just went, I don't know what that looks like. So Spirit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this to you. I want peace of mind. You've given me peace of body. Now I want peace of mind. And it was mind-blowing to recognize that I started to withdraw. From people. And I know others felt that as maybe a negative thing, or they don't know how to worry. They don't know how that looks. I went, okay. Well, why are we doing this? And it was almost as if Spirit said, we're going to withdraw people from your life so that we can open up other aspects of our life. You can bring her when we're ready, but not quite yet. When it's time. Okay. So I went, what is not right now? Right, Adeline, not right now. Give me a few minutes, babe. So she's so eager to say hi, guys. So when I started to look at that and it started to withdraw me from people, first thing I went is why? Why are we cocooning me again? Why am I being pulled back? And I just went, you know what? I don't understand it, but I'm going to let the process happen. So let this process happen. And it was mind-blowing because certain things started to be placed in front of me to gnaw on. And what I mean by that, it was food for thought. And one of the ones that hit me with was not telling people what to do. And I went to myself, oh my God, wait a second. I get that one. That one's an easy one, not telling people what to do. I can do that. I can sit back and not tell people what's good or bad for them based on my perspective, because really telling somebody what to do is giving you my opinion, matters more than your opinion in my mind. So I'm going to tell you what to do. And that was a no-brainer for me. And I found that when they were pulling me back from different people, they were showing me the examples of it in my life. Not just where I was telling them what to do, but what they were telling me what to do. I didn't like it very much. Really didn't. I didn't like what I was doing to other people. I definitely didn't like what was being done to me. So I went, okay, Spirit, we got that. So we got that whole thing done. They went, no, you don't. That's just one small aspect. Well, what else is there? And they went, and you're teaching. I went, wait a second. In teaching, I need to tell people what to do. And they went, no, you don't. You're missing the boat. You're missing the whole aspect of what a teacher is. And I went, well, let's work upon that. Let's build upon. Tell me. Let's search and find out and bring to revelation what it is to teach without telling somebody what to do. Where is that sense of peace within there? And it really happened. Those light bulbs were going off a few weekends ago. When somebody walked around an event with another person, I'm not going to name the names, but then in front of me stated, a lot of this has happened because of her. Because she's mentored and guided without telling me what to do or how to do it. She planted a seed, whether she knew it or not. She taught me without directing me. And that was the biggest gift I could give to somebody. And I went, how does that make sense? And it made me sit at my table and I looked around at the several students that I have there or had there. And some of their beautiful growth came from not me instructing them what to do or not to do, because really teaching somebody how to do, psychic or mediumship work is really simple. Is helping somebody to guide them into a belief of themselves that is hard. And that's not something I can tell them to do or how to do. The biggest thing that I teach is I stand back and I help somebody else believe in themselves by seeing it themselves, by giving either an example, a demonstration, a roadmap with multiple lines on it, multiple ways of getting there. And saying, this is on you. How do you want to grow your mind? How do you want to grow yourself? And light bulbs went off because I literally heard the best way to teach is to present material and allow somebody else. Dawson, he's going to come in, guys. He's going to come in. He has now given up his fear of snakes. And is that what you're trying to show him? A few weeks ago, you were still pretty afraid, weren't you? Yeah.
Here's Eminem.
Yeah. Did you push your mind so that you weren't afraid of her? Yeah. Did you grow yourself? Get rid of some fears? What's another fear you're going to push through tonight at ninja training?
The rope.
The rope? What are you afraid of on the rope?
You're scared right now.
She is. So what are you afraid of on the rope, buddy? What makes you scared? Is it the height? Huh? What is she doing? Cinnamon. She's getting crazy.
Yeah, her so crazy.
Her so crazy. So is it the height that you are afraid of on the rope? Getting so high up and you're so little? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the chills, Eminem.
So do you guys understand what we're talking about here?
Get the chills, Eminem.
The mind is what is going to stop us in life. Looking at yourself and saying, he brought me a little one. I understand this.
Dawson.
Go to mommy, honey.
Shaky, you need a hold.
You gently jump down. Gently get down. There you go. Perfect.
No more coming back here. Probably not coming back here.
That's okay. So what we're looking at, even Dawson coming in at this moment, is feeding the mind, giving peace of mind. It's actually opening up your mind and seeing what else can we do to learn to grow my mind. Whether it be giving up fears, pushing through fears, expanding on, oh, thank you, Kiki. Gracious greetings to you also. Expanding on your own mind. What else is there? Now, that's a big question I tend to ask on a regular basis now. Where else can I go with my mind to understand where I'm at in life and where I want to go? Where's my growth going to? Where's this expansion on? Because we're always talking about boundaries. We're always talking about boundaries. And when we talk about boundaries, these are boundaries of spirit or boundaries to people. You can only come to some point. I have a boundary that I don't want you to cross. I have a rule I want you not to cross. There's some place I don't want you to cross, and that's what a boundary is. Now, boundaries are great when it comes to the body. Boundaries are great when you don't want somebody to invade your space, whether it be mental or emotional. Where boundaries don't work is an expansion of mind. Because when you put the boundary up of, I don't want to go past this, you're not going to go past this. And learning how to expand it, you have to literally go to your mind and you have to go, I'm raising the boundaries. I'm tearing the boundaries down. What more is possible? Where else can I go? Now, a big part in here that I seen, that I read, that most of us aren't using even 10% of our brain. But we are capable of using so much more. And what if we did use that? Now, most people think, if I use more than 10% of my brain, maybe I could heal myself. Maybe I could, be that much more intelligent. There's so many different aspects to what people think. But it tends to do with the body, which is all said and good. But if we take ourselves and we go, we're going to expand upon that. And if I use more, say I use 20% of my brain, and I open that up to my mind as well. I open it up to my mind. And I go, I want to use another 10%. What does that look like? Yes, Tim, that's exactly what I'm thinking about, was that movie. What would it look like if I used 10% more? Now, Tim just brought up the movie Lucy, which is it's a movie about a lady that literally is going through a process, and it's literally to expand and beyond. So she's going through this process of using more and more and more of her mind. And as she's getting closer to using 100% of her mind, what is she doing? She's making things happen around her. But even in the movie, they're showing it from the body aspect until the very end. And I know this gets very confusing because you're going, oh my God, Jet, what the heck are you talking about? Well, let's scale back a minute. And when I talk about the mind, let's look at it as a maturity aspect. Let's explain it from the word maturity. How many of you can put your hand up and say, I wish I knew at 18 what I know now? I can put my hand up. Because at 18, things were very much of the body. I wasn't looking at a home. I wasn't looking at all these things. I was making a lot of mistakes based on what society thought. And I was never looking at the growth of my mind. I was never looking at the expansion of my soul. I was only looking at the body. So you add the maturity in there. You had just simple maturity, simple growth, a simple understanding. And at 54, I look at so many things different than I did at 18 because I have growth and I have experience and I have more of my mind being used than I did at 18. We start to look at things different. Now, if I asked you and I challenged you to pick one thing in your life and look at it differently from the aspect of your mind versus looking at the body, what could I change based on my mind? What can this feed my mind? Where would your mind go with it? Now, the one aspect we haven't talked about is the soul. And this topic is something that's got to be like a 2 or 5 hour topic. And I'm trying to jam pack it into a very short amount of time. So if this is confusing, I'm really sorry. But when we look at the aspect of the soul, and I know a lot of people are going, but the soul knows everything. Well, it does. And the soul is here for an experience because you are your soul. But the one big thing, not only for experiences, your soul is also trying to lift itself up on the other side. It's trying to get a reward. It's trying to, and a reward in the aspect of promotion. It's trying to go up more on the levels of souls, the higher up. It's forever trying to get to be an eternal being of wisdom. So how is the spirit, the soul in all this? When you feed your mind and your mind grows and your mind starts to see things differently, it starts to expand and you release the boundaries. You naturally start to feed the soul. And you just start to balance out a karma. Now, I know you have a lot of New Agers saying that karma doesn't exist. It was raised. Yes, it's there. It's there. Why? Because it's totally on soul level. Not everybody's going to die and go back to being like, these master, ascended masters. It takes lifetimes. So yes, it's constantly going through. And sometimes your soul is lifted up a little bit, and sometimes your soul takes back a little bit. Now, how does that happen? Well, when you're there for other people, when you're there to feed your soul and you're there to feed your mind, and not just the body, your soul starts to elevate itself because it's getting a better understanding. And when it goes back, it gets to talk to other people. Why? Because these people understand what you've been doing. You're in a whole new pool of souls that are understanding where you've been and what you're doing. I love you too. And as we grow, the mind, we start to feed the soul itself. And the soul gets very, very thankful because as the soul grows and it goes back to the afterlife without the body, what is happening is it's expanding itself. It's lifting itself up. It's learning. The more it does for its own mind, the more it does for other people, other souls, the better it is for itself. It's a natural process to uplift. Now, again, this topic is not something I can talk about in 5 minutes or even a half an hour. This is a topic that is huge and it's expansive. And maybe someday we will just take like a 3 or 4 portions, 3 or 4, like a month of shows just to talk about this subject. But I hope you get the natural gist. I hope you were able to get a little bit of it. That, you know what? Feeding the body is feeding it by the clothes, the food, shelter. Feeding the mind is about that maturity, that growth of mind, and building it. Feeding, hold on. I must think I'm on a break. So feeding the body is literally food, shelter, clothes. Where am I at? in my station of life. Feeding the mind is that maturity. It is, my phone is clearly not on silent. Feeding the mind is that maturity. It's expanding upon an understanding of different subjects throughout life and seeing what more there is, what more is possible. Feeding the soul is about uplifting the soul to a different station on the other side. The more you feed the soul, the more you do all this and feed the soul, the more your soul wants to help others, and the more it uplifts itself. Now, that is the simplest take I can take on this today. As I grow and as I understand, we will bring this stuff to you, and we will all grow and understand together. With that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick station break here on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. We'll see you in a few with our 5 card stud.
Can you harm yourself using energy medicine? The answer is yes. Gail Lynn, the creator of the Harmonic Egg products for commercial and home use, has been involved in the field of energy medicine for the past 15 years. In her experience, Gail has witnessed cases where people have faced negative consequences due to the improper use of energy medicine. Some individuals did not allow the sessions to integrate properly or exposed their bodies to beneficial energies for extended periods, leading to harmful effects. This can cause the body to go into a defense, flight, or fight mode, creating confusion within the body despite the positive nature of the energy. There is also the potential risk of hiring a wounded healer who may unintentionally hurt their clients. For those reasons and more, she is committed to educating people about the safe and appropriate use of energy medicine. For those interested in learning more, Gail provides videos, articles, and other resources at harmonicegg.com. Contact her directly at info@harmonicegg.com to find out about safe and effective energy healing products and services.
Is your space aligned with your dreams? Do you feel inspired when you walk in the door? Carol Hyder can help you create a space that you love, where you thrive, and where you always want to be. Using her 29 years of experience as a feng shui consultant, teacher, author, and trainer, she can help you bring forth the inspired essence of your home or office, making a place where you feel whole and safe. Learn the specific feng shui adjustments that Carol has seen as the most important, such as determining which room in your home should be your favorite, why your stove may be affecting your health, and why your office may be holding you back. Contact Carol at 612-823-5093 or carolhyder.com to discuss the specifics with a personal appointment. By elevating the energy of your space, it becomes sacred and you will be forever changed. Contact Carol at Carol Hyder, that's CarolHyder.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is DeEtte here with School Through Spirit on the Edge Network. I was just very quickly messaging everybody back. Adeline. So these cards are the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. She's got some amazing. Telling you, I need like 4 or 5 envelopes. All I do is I drop them. I just drop them left and right. So her cards are amazing. And I love the box. Let's do that. Okay, let's put it back here. So it says, from the water world of the mother to the sacred waters of the world, the physical and the mystical element of water has been revered since ancient times as holding the power to heal, unlock the sacred wisdom of the waters, and your innate capacity to heal with a stunning oracle. Adeline! She's like, I blocked you. I'm like, I did not. She says I blocked her. I did not block anybody. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? I don't understand. Okay. telling you, people got to learn that I cannot do my thing and text at the same time. So with that being said, guys, we're going to kind of look at this deck. I'm trying to get a hold of an Addie who is now doing a million other things, but she's supposed to be coming in. Adeline. Here she comes. So we are going to look at Rebecca's cards. Her cards are pretty cool because they have this really cool, she designed the box to be able to do readings off the boxes. I'm not going to get into that, but trust me, this is a really cool way of doing it. Can everybody say hi to Cinnamon? This box again. These cards do retail for $24.99 in America. Her books are pretty awesome. The only thing I don't like, again, small pictures, really not colored. And I do understand color is so much more expensive. And I know that. I get that. But I will bet that people would sit there and go, oh, willing to pay for it. So this book is pretty awesome because it does go through the mysteries of the water, creation stories, and other things. She's got, it's literally, this much of it is about the deck alone. This much is about the oracle, the cards individually. So she's got a lot in here, tons in here.
Hi, I'm here this week.
You are. And who'd you bring with you?
My snake.
Your
That I
snake.
got on March 9th, 2025.
March 9th, 2025. What's her name?
Cinnamon Pie is her full name.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon Pie Renee Comstock is her full name.
It is, huh?
And then her nickname is Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Her nickname is Sin. And her
C-I-N. C-I-N, not S-I-N. Because she's not sinful, huh? And do you know what kind of snake she is?
She's a banana. She's not a banana.
She is a pastel
Yellow belly cinnamon pie.
ball
Python.
There you go.
And we gave her that name, Cinnamon Pie. My dad, I thought like pie would be a good name. And my dad said cinnamon. So we made up a name called Cinnamon Pie. I mainly called her by her nickname.
Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
And she's starting to shed, but she's doing it weird.
Yeah, she's starting with her head and then going to her body.
But she's kind of doing it in parts.
She's not in blue yet.
We need to give her a lot more humidity in her environment.
She's not in blue yet. She's not in blue in her eyes yet.
No, we have to give her a lot more humidity in her environment so that she can.
She's not in blue. We're good.
So many people love her that have met her and seen her, and they think she's just so pretty, and she is. And she loves her mommy. She is a mommy's girl. This snake, if you would have told me a snake would know a person, I'd have called BS. But I will tell you what, this girl, if you put her anywhere in a room, she will go away from everybody else and go straight to her mom, which is just, and we have tested it. We put like 3 people on my bed with her mommy and put the snake in the middle. Guess where she goes to? Her mom every time. Her mommy every time. She just loves her mom.
It's where my brother's on the bed, I'm on the bed, and my nanny's on the bed.
Yeah.
And she goes either to me or Dawson.
There you go.
And most of the time it's me. Rarely it's Nunny.
Right.
And sometimes it's Dawson.
You ready to pick your cards? No,
Yes,
with
Sin's gonna
this,
pick the cards.
Sin's gonna pick the cards, huh? So
Yeah,
how
you pick the cards and then I'll pull them.
How 5 card stud works is we are literally, you pick numbers 1 through 5. You can pick 1 card, 2 cards. Cinnamon.
She wants this card.
She wants that first card. You got it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's card number 1. Cinnamon's picking cards today. You're gonna pick 1 card, 2 cards. You can pick all 5 cards, whatever you want.
She doesn't want to pick a card.
Okay. Then
Okay, we're just gonna let her pick this one because I think she picked that one.
Okay.
Okay, pick.
Or you can pick all 5 cards.
Pick.
Okay. Or you can wait to the end and wait for me to read them as a whole. What we are going to, be careful. She wants that one. Perfect. Or if you're like me and you have a lot of different issues
And then
in
I'll
life.
pick the last 2.
Okay.
I want this
If
one.
you have a lot of different issues in life.
And then this one.
Perfect. Excellent.
Sin, you're not going in my shirt again. You just went in my shirt a few weeks ago.
Okay. So pick 1 card, 2 cards, all 5 cards, or you can wait until the end when I read them as a
I'm
whole.
a snake handler, so.
Okay. If you are like me and you have a lot of issues, you can literally put down 6 issues, 12 as many issues you have, and put numbers next to them. And that card is going to help give guidance based on that. Okay. So let's kind of look at this. Between Adeline and Sin, they picked our cards today, kind of like the old-fashioned way. So let's get into this.
I picked the last 2, and she picked 1 through 3. I picked the last 2, 4 and 5.
Perfect.
Because she did not want to pick those 2.
That's right.
Sin.
So,
I think she wanted to pick number 1 because she's 1 years old.
okay.
1.5.
So the first card we got is Pearl. The Pearl. How beautiful is that? And it's really looking at the alchemy, the reward at the end from grit to grace. When you're looking at the pearl, pearl is literally started with literally just a grain of sand, a very grain. It's what it is. It's a grain of sand kind of going in and growing.
On the desk.
Is that another opener challenge? It might be. It might be Tim. Who knows? So when we're looking at, when you're looking at a pearl, what is that? It is starting with a grain of sand, and allowing it to grow. Where is it going to go? What's it going to become when it ends? As it sits there, as stuff is added to it, as it's going through the process and sitting there in that moment of time, it is growing, it is expanding, it's turning into something very beautiful, very iridescent in its own origin. And that's what you're going through. Realize that you have been, when you started, you were literally just a speck, and you've grown from there. Whether that be the body, the mind, the soul, the spirit, whatever this is we're looking at, you have grown. And you're going to start this week, it's really going to be seen within yourself, this growth. Where were you before? And you're going to have revelations to saying, oh my God, this is where I'm at now, and how far have I come? Card number 2 is Encal, healer, seer, priest, soul purpose, the soul purpose. Look at the imagery of this card. When I'm looking at this card, this is telling me that you've been really kind of confused. You've been sitting here confused within what is going on in life, whether this be yourself, whether this be situations, problems, whatever this is. You've been sitting there in a state of confusion, not knowing why you're at this, what's happening, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. It's all in your head. It's all mambo jumbo, just messed up. And this is telling me this week with your solution, you're going to find a solution, but you're going to find why everything's happening the way it's happening. It's going to start to gel for you. And that natural solution is just going to come out on the other end. Don't worry, it's happening. Go within, kind of sit there and go, okay, why is this being presented to me? Why is this showed up in my lap? Why is this the way it is? And allow the purpose of it to come forward for you to know how to deal with it. So you know. Follow the stream is our next card. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. How gorgeous
that
is
one my snake picked out also.
Yeah, it's the dedication and the trust. Dedication and trust. With this is telling me that, you know what? You're very uneasy. You're very unsure. You've got something you want to happen. You've got something that you're looking at going, oh, I want to walk forward with this, but not sure about it. And what's happening is because you're wishy-washy on it, nothing is coming to fold. Nothing is coming and nothing is happening. You really, if there's something you want, you really have to just put your heart, your mind, your soul into it and say, this is happening. I'm going forward with this. Okay. That's the only way it's going to go forward. That's the only way something is going to come to fruition. So if you've been looking at, like, I want to buy a house, but I'm not quite sure about it. I don't know what kind of house I want. I don't know where I want to live, whatever it might be. All that is going to become an issue, and it's not going to come to fruition. Why? Because you're wishy-washy on it. This is saying whatever it is in life that you are looking at wanting, you have to say, booyah, this is what I want, and not change your mind, not get wishy-washy. Card number 4, the Adeline picks, is let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. Oh my gosh. This is a big one. If you picked number 4, knock it off. Literally, look in the mirror and tell yourself to knock it off. Quit. You are causing more damage than good to yourself. Why? Because you are looking at all the ways things have failed, all the ways things have not happened for you in the past.
My finger.
You have literally looking at stuff in a way that you're going from the past versus the present or the future. You're trying to figure out how to make things solve based on old ways of doing it. Clearly, the old ways are not working for you. If they were, you wouldn't be still having the issues. So this card is telling you the only way for you to move forward is not only to give up the past, it's to literally look at yourself and go, you know what? My past ways of resolving issues are not working. I need to find new ways to resolve issues. So that's what this card is telling you to do. Sorry, Sen. I need the last one.
No, I want the last one.
You want the last one, girl?
So I want to help.
How will she get, honey? I don't want her to hurt herself.
She won't.
You want to help? There you go, Sen. There you go. There you go. She helped, right? Okay, Sen, you want to hold the card? There you go. Okay, quit it. Let it rain. Allowing what is inevitably and trust. This is really following the card number 4. There is so much that we want. We're going, I want this, I want that, I want to move forward. But again, you're trying to make it happen. Stop trying to make everything happen so hardly. Okay. Sometimes you just have to go, okay, this is what it is. This is what I want, and let it go. Trust the universe. Trust that you have done things the way you needed to.
Yeah, and my snake is taking over.
She's trying to get everywhere that she's not supposed to because she's being a naughty girl. So literally this card is telling you just to let go. Allow things to happen the way it's going to be. Trust that you have put out what you wanted and that the universe has gotten the message. Trust that it is going in the way that it's supposed to go.
She's rapping everywhere.
She is just like, hello, I'm here. But again,
let me know my mama.
Know that everything is happening the way it's supposed to. Everything is going to be perfect. A lot of times you have to have that want, put the want out there, let it go, and allow it to happen the way it's going to. She's always calm on you. Again. So card number 1 was the Pearl. Card number 2 is Encal. Card number 3 is Follow the Stream. Card number 4 is Let It Go. And card number 4 is Let It Rain. Now with this, I'm looking at this as this has been a process. This has been a process. And I think what we're looking at is, and so many things that we're looking at life as individuals. We're looking at life as individuals, like individual little pieces instead of a full puzzle. And this card is telling you to look at the full puzzle, because this card, this week, it's not about necessarily the physical aspect of issues resolving themselves or finding which way to go, which card to pull, which decision to make. As much as it is telling you to look at yourself, to trust yourself. Look at the growth you've had yourself and look at where you are now compared to where you were yesterday. You're not the person you used to be. You are looking at things different. You're paying attention to things different, and you're allowing things to happen differently. Trust in this process. It's going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to grow, and who knows where you're going to be tomorrow. Just trust it. I like this deck, guys. It's a really cool deck. It's not heavy, but it does have a little bit more depth to it than some of the decks we've had on currently or more recently. What do you think?
She's getting away. She's getting away.
Sian, what do you guys think? Do you guys like that deck? I know Adeline likes the deck. Adeline likes all decks, so let's be serious. Adeline likes them all.
Mm-hmm.
So, where am I going to be this week? Where am I going to be this week, guys? I am in Brainerd, Minnesota this week. This week is Brainerd, Minnesota. It's 6.5 hours north for me. Beautiful event. Beyond the Veil events is what we are going. No, not this one. This is, will you please be careful? I do not want her to get nervous and bite my face or any part of me. Okay. I'm not sure who's doing what on Saturday. I do know I have a gallery. I have it on Sunday. So if you want to come sit with me and do readings all day, Saturday is going to be a dedication to readings all day long. Sunday is going to be a dedication to readings and that beautiful gallery that'll be at 1:00 in the afternoon. I do believe the cost for the gallery is $30 to come in and do that. Do not click on anything. But again, that's Brainerd, Wisconsin, or Brainerd, Minnesota, and it's at Arrowhead Lodge in Brainerd, Minnesota. Next weekend.
I thought it was this weekend.
This weekend, April 26th and 27th at Brainerd. Next weekend, May 3rd and 4th, I'm teaching. I'm helping to guide beautiful loved ones in the course of intermediate psychic mediumship development. What that means is you get to come sit with me 2 days. The cost for this particular course, because we're in a group setting, is $200. Come on in. If you want to do it, just get a hold of me either through Facebook, or you can go to my website and message me through the contact page, or just email me at DeEtte.
.us.
No, that's my email is DeEtte, or my website's DeEtte.us. My email is medium@DeEtteRenee.com. If you would like to take that course or have any more information on it, please reach out. I'd be more than happy to share all that I have with you. So that's what's going on for the next couple of weeks, huh? What do you think?
Yeah.
And this lovely lady is back to school tomorrow. Did you have a great Easter? Whoa. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we're going to let you go. This has been DeEtte and Adeline on Sin on School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. We can't wait to see you again next week, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
See you next week.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it, we all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.